Thank you, Rebecca, for the invitation and opportunity to present at the Plant Records meeting today. We're sorry we're not able to attend in person, but hope everyone is enjoying their time together. I am Laura Knudsen-Murray. I will be presenting today with my colleague Shanna Jones about the Garden Explorer, how Plant Records enhance visitor engagement. The IrisBG Garden Explorer is a flexible, public-facing website that allows gardens to be smart about record keeping and add value to their records through the collaboration to make the most of the content that has already been created. Shanna and I will provide several examples of how the Garden Explorer can be used to enhance plant records in a smart way. I will start off with an overview of the Garden Explorer. This will include an example of how the Garden Explorer can be configured for exploration in other languages, and clever ways that gardens have promoted their collections on social media. Shanna will then show how one garden made a tour using volunteers and how another garden uses the Garden Explorer for donor development. She will also provide an example of how features like art can be displayed and talk about adding searchable themes and using simple HTML within the Garden Explorer. I will use the Garden Explorer website from Bonn University Botanic Garden to give a brief overview of its functionality. Here is a screenshot of the main page of the Garden Explorer from Bonn University. Note that each Garden Explorer can be stylized to match an institution's homepage. Now let's open up Bonn's Garden Explorer to show the tabs and give you some examples. The main page of the Garden Explorer allows you to upload a PDF of your visitor map that can be opened and zoomed in for wayfinding. It allows you to add text for a brief introduction and also provides for searches. Searches can be conducted using partial or complete words, common or scientific names. You may search family, genus, location, or even a theme. Has several themes to choose from. You are also able to pan on a map to explore the garden and select a record that display. You are also able to peruse an alphabetical name list. Go back to the search page. Let's search for one of my favorite South American orchids, the Catacetam Embryatum. This particular flower was uploaded with high-resolution images that allow you to really see the wonderful detail of this species. You're also able to upload videos, and this would be a great case for a video of launching the pollen, which this particular flower is known for. It launches at about 2 meters per second, the pollen, at an insect when the insect flies close. It's really quite fun. So here are a list of the details from the plant record that they have. They list that it is on the Convention of International Trade Endangered Species list in Appendix 2, so that is good to know. You're also able to list if it has a IUCN Red List status, life forms, all kinds of attributes. If you would like to add an attribute, just let us know and we will see if we can make that happen in your Garden Explorer. I also would like to show a quick example from the National Botanic Garden of Wales because they do such a beautiful job with their Garden Explorer. This record of a dahlia provides a few more attributes that can be displayed: hardiness, life form, etymology, storage, description, and links. So really quite a lot of detail using the Garden Explorer and use it for education. Now let's look at an example of how you can use the Garden Explorer in your own language on your computer or a mobile device. We'll navigate over to a tablet to show how the Garden Explorer functions in a mobile device. This gives us a look at what the Garden Explorer looks like on a mobile device. I have it on an iPad. The Jerusalem Botanic Gardens garden website, we are particularly proud of. There's their wayfinding map, because it switches to Hebrew. And not only does it transform languages, but it also reads from right to left. And the searches work the same way that they would in English, but in Hebrew. One thing that I wanted to show on their website was the ability to have a custom base map. They have 3 base maps in their base map layers. The custom base map shows higher resolution orthophotography for that base map, which gives them a little bit more detail than Google or Bing. We select this record of a maple. You are able to see how the images display and also the plant record information. We're also able to peruse that alphabetical list again and features, which we will look at in a moment. Next, I will show how the University of Leiden Botanic Garden cleverly uses social media tied into their Garden Explorer. In this example from Leiden University, they have a record of an Amazon water lily. They have uploaded a short video of a time lapse that shows the blossom opening. They used that same video in an Instagram post as a public education piece. Very cleverly done. And that video now lives within the Garden Explorer. For longer videos, they provided a link to YouTube where their horticulturalists explain in detail more about this particular taxa. Here is a live version of that time-lapse video showing the Amazon water lily opening. One more thing to note is that IrisBG creates QR codes for each taxa. So if you need to post a QR code in a label in the garden or in social media or on a flyer, those are already generated within the program itself. And now I will turn the presentation over to Shanna to talk about using volunteers for making tours.
Thank you, Laura. Making a tour with volunteer support is shown with this next example at Santa Fe Botanical Garden. Santa Fe has a robust volunteer program, and volunteers have contributed to and created several of the tours listed on their Garden Explorer. Volunteers often bring unique perspectives in support of projects. A lot of work can go into creating a well-rounded tour, mapping, writing descriptions, as well as taking and uploading images. For gardens who lack adequate staffing, having a trusted volunteer to take on this project can make a huge difference. Additionally, many volunteers are also involved as garden docents. The opportunity to engage with and lead the public on a tour they have created can be extremely rewarding. Tours can also consist of non-plant items, as with Santa Fe's Capturing the Light, art inspired by nature. Data security is a concern for many gardens. IrisBG allows for very specific authorizations. A volunteer role can be created with a system access level defined for each screen. For example, a volunteer can have permissions to update tour items in IrisBG, but be incapable of accessing funding information. This provides protection for donor contacts stored within the database. A role must have access level that equals update or higher in order to use or view the contacts. Donor development. Cornell Botanic Gardens uses Garden Explorer to engage new donors and cultivate relationships with existing ones. Donors can sponsor collections, benches, art, and/or garden areas, and this information can be tracked with IrisBG. The platform allows the development department to respond in a timely manner to potential donors because finding available trees and benches on campus is beautifully organized and easy. Cornell arborists also benefit from Garden Explorer's ease of use for locating trees during health inspections. Garden features. The features option of Garden Explorer allows for even more creative ways to promote your garden and engage visitors. At Buffalo Trace Arboretum, which is located at the oldest continuously operated distillery in America, there are options to see a variety of helpful amenities on the map, including outdoor sculpture, snacks, water features, and even where to snap the perfect Instagrammable moment with photo opportunities. Searchable themes. Themes may be defined by the IrisBG user and displayed on Garden Explorer. At Cheekwood Estate and Gardens in Nashville, Tennessee, there are several searchable themes, including medicinal and Southeastern US native. Herb gardens can be a great source of plant theme ideas as they often categorize plants by use. Simple HTML. Using simple HTML can drastically improve readability of content listed in your tours. Garden Explorer supports the simple code shown here on the right to transform the description of a taxon from what's shown on the left to this. In this example, we see italicized Latin names, paragraph breaks, and a common name presented in bold font. These few adjustments create a huge difference in the ease in which the information is both presented and digested. Visit the Garden Explorer website to view our community of gardens from around the world by using this QR code. See how they have each used the platform to engage their visitors and uniquely enhanced their guest experiences. We have enjoyed talking with you about the many benefits of Garden Explorer. Please get in touch with us to learn more, and thank you.